Welcome back to your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Game 3 tonight. Rodon versus Bieber. It's do or die. They got to win. And I got some keys to the game. We'll get into Rodon a little bit. But I want to talk about, did you guys hear what Vlad Guerrero Jr. said after the Game 2 win? That the Yankees choke and Aaron Judge can't hit with the bases loaded. I don't even care if it's a joke. I'm taking that personally. It's not funny. Even if they know each other and are friends and exchange jerseys, that isn't cool. I would be absolutely pissed. So that's number one. I mean, I just found out about that. I don't know how I just found out about that clip, but that's infuriating. Google it. Just be like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. post-game comment about Aaron Judge, Game 2, ALDS. It's nuts. Can't believe he said it. I thought it was AI. That pissed me off. And then the other thing, too, what gives me hope is that this game is in Yankee Stadium. So I know there's been conversation of, they're stealing signs or, in Toronto. That's not the case. The Yankees got outplayed by the Blue Jays, plain and simple. The Blue Jays have been a better team against them. I'm not saying they are a better team, but they've certainly played better than the Yankees, and they certainly played better head-to-head with them. And the reason these games are played in Toronto is because, they finished with the same record, but Toronto had a better record against the Yankees, so they won the tiebreaker. The Yankees are 10-5 against the Blue Jays overall. They are 4-2 in Yankee Stadium. They are 1-8 in Toronto. Not good. Really not good. So they got to win. They have to win. They got Schlittler on the mound. Hopefully he's as dominant as he was against the Red Sox. Honestly, I don't expect him to. That was a generation-like performance against the Red Sox. And also, Toronto's a lot better team than Boston. But it all starts with Carlos Rodon. So he's 18-9, 3.09 ERA, and he's got to be good. Guerrero, who's been just tearing the cover off the ball in this series, he's got to control him. He has to. And it's not great because Guerrero, I think, is 10 for 17 against him with a bomb and several base hits, extra base hits. So he hits Rodon, and he hits Rodon hard. To beat this team, you have to limit the damage from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You just do. He's killed you in this series. You have to limit the big innings. So through the first two games, the Blue Jays have outscored the Yankees 23-8. And I know, anyone who talks about the Yankees, like, their hitting needs to get better, they need to hit home runs. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But before all of that, 23-8, your pitching has to be better. And they've played a fairly clean game, no errors. It's been the pitching that's been atrocious. Really bad bullpen, and Fried was terrible in Game 2. He just didn't have it. In Game 2, the Toronto put up 11 runs in the first 4 innings. Guerrero Jr. Had a grand slam. Jays won 10-1 Game 1. You have to limit the damage. This team's probably going to score a run or two. You can't have them score in bunches, and Rodon can't have that one big inning where he just implodes. He's got to be really good from the very first pitch. And these teams jump early on first pitch fastballs. So either a slider or a changeup, have something in your back pocket off speed in case they want to jump on a first pitch fastball. Generating offense early. That seems to be the theme in this playoffs. Whoever scores early, that really, really sets the tone, especially if you're at home. And they just can't fall behind. And the way they won't have to is if Rodon pitches and he pitches well. He just has to be good. He really, really does. Toronto hitters tend to hit well against right-handed pitching per their splits, but not necessarily against lefties, although they killed Fried. But, we'll see what happens. He has to establish his feet. He's got to command his fastball and then work his slider, his changeup, his off-speed pitches, his cutter off of that. He just has to be really, really good. This is it. And if he doesn't, the Yankees are just, they're done. They're not going to win. It all starts with Rodon. Everything. To that point, the starting pitching has to be better. This team needs to slug. They need to hit home runs. They out-homer pretty much everybody. But they absolutely have to slug. There's no ifs, and buts about it. They have to hit the ball over the fence. And they haven't done so. Judge has been great. I think he has the most hits in the postseason and a good average, but a lot of them have been base hits. That dude needs to hit the ball over the fence. And so does Stanton, and so does Grisham, and so does Bellinger, and so does pretty much everyone else on this team. They out-homered everyone in the regular season. They're not doing it in the playoffs. This team lives and dies by the home run. That's how they're built. They need to hit home runs. They just have to. They play well at home. I think they can do it, but again, if Toronto ends up hitting more homers than the Yankees, the Yankees have no chance. So these guys have to hit the ball, and they have to hit it over the fence. That's just how this team is built, and if they're not going to do that, this team is going to be done. So they have to find a way to hit some balls hard, and hopefully drive a couple over the fence. My thing with the bullpen, which has not been great, you got to find some way to get the ball to Bednar. I feel confident in Bednar, and he's in my circle of trust, and that's really about it. But they're going to have to push their best relievers earlier than usual, especially if Rodon isn't good. You could see a change happening in the second or third inning. Just depends on what happens. But, given the deficits, the Yankees just don't have a big margin for error. So I like Cruz. If you have to use Williams, use him. Tim Hill. Weaver's been terrible. I don't know if they're going to use him again. But I like Cruz, and I like Tim Hill. But you just got to find a way, find outs to get to Bednar. Now, Bieber is gettable. Rodon versus Bieber. Bieber's got a 3.57 ERA, but he doesn't strike out a lot of guys. And you're going to put the ball in play and just get some air under those and lift them out of the ballpark and just give this team, some cushion to work with and have it not just be 1-2, 3-2. Put 6 to 8 runs up on the board. I don't think this team is panicking at all. Judge, has said we've been here before, down 2-0. I don't think they're rattled or anything, especially because they're playing at home. But they have to slug and they have to hit the ball over the ballpark. But it's going to be Carlos Rodon setting the tone early, keeping, limiting the beginning and keeping the Blue Jays off the board for at least the first four innings. Give this team a break and give them some hope so this offense has some time to do damage against Shane Bieber, which they can. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out. They can hit home runs against this guy. Grisham, Bellinger, Stanton, Judge, Ben Rice. This guy is gettable. You can hit home runs against him. So we'll see what happens. It should be a great game. I can't wait to see it. I will be back here to recap Game 3. Fingers crossed. Go Yanks. Hopefully the season doesn't end and we could do a Game 4 preview. But we'll see what happens. It all starts with Carlos Rodon. Come on, buddy. Get it done. Let's go. Yankees, hang on. This has been your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.